Welcome! Welcome! I can't fucking believe it. It really fucking happened. In Kippet, the sovereign principality of Sunset Parkia and Westphalia too. Easy as that, you know. All it takes is an illiterate president who makes a critical logico-semantic mistake in his text. But also, I mean, he's just been, you know, I mean, he's so senile now that that's just all pre-verbal id grunts and stuff. It's not even ersatz English anymore. It's just pre-verbal grunts. Anyway, so regardless of his intentions, he pulled the plug on the United States yesterday, April 7th. April 7th, 2026 is the day the United States of America ended. And don't take my word for it. You just analyze Donald Trump's behavior on April 7th and work out the logic, and you will see that I am there is no conceivable way that I am not correct. Because it is profoundly impossible for a grounding document of civilization to be civilized by, that's a slip, to be symbolized by an individual who disavows civilization right at the apotheosis of the grand politics of the system that they represent. So, whether you call it a joke, whether you call it strategy, it doesn't matter what you call it. It is illiteracy, 100% illiteracy, because he does not know what he said. And I don't think anybody's going to tell him either. I myself can't say the words because the blasphemy is too strong. So now these videos are no longer defend the U.S. Constitution videos, because the U.S. Constitution is now officially an archaeological relic. It's a relic of history. And it's like when you come into an apartment, you know, we used to do this in the hood, you know, when my dad and I would be living at a building and cleaning it. We used to clean buildings with our own hands. And so, I mean, if we were involved as custodians and investors in the buildings. So anyway, we, you know, in standard bread and butter, you know, 1-bedroom apartments, multifamily apartment units, when you walk in, you turn the light on, roaches scatter. You know, it's like you just see like, well, that's exactly what you see now. You know, if we carry the analogy, like you and I are like roaches. You know, we're like the former Americans who now are essentially stateless, right? Until we start establishing some symbolic grounding, which, you know, I've already done. My YouTube videos, in fact, provide much more symbolic scaffolding and grounding of any kind of constitution or system of government than 100 US constitutions. So, if you compare just the last 16 months activity of me personally, just fleshing out ideas, going, look, the double, right? Chennai, Didymus, St. Thomas, Constantinople, the eastern side of Western civilization, right? Pustaka Bodhaparvata, the mountain of knowledge from books, right? So, okay, so in Kipit, so April 8th, we've said that it is April 8th, 2026, in Kipit, Sovereign Principality of Sunset Parkia and Westphalia II. We answer to no government. And I'm so far really one of the only living agents of the sovereignty. And we are going to open diplomatic relations imminently. First and foremost is if you're a diplomat and you work for the Yemeni government. But you're related to the city of Aden on the coast there. So Aden in Yemen, diplomatic relations we will open there, and also with Chennai, and let's see. Well, India at large, but South India, Kerala, Bengaluru. I just was on the phone with a gentleman from Bengaluru the other day. Spurti Rao just had her birthday, her 21st birthday. So, all of the documentation is there. You look at my Instagram or whatever, Originary Technicity. So, diplomatic relations between Sunset Parkia, Westphalia II, who else? If I start rattling off names, I'll just start free associating. The main point right now is Chennai, I think. That's going to be the first diplomacy between Sunset Parkia and other sovereignties. So we can think of this as I've said most. Whew. Times, right? Huh. Times. Whoever thought that, this is the thing about Americans and do what you love and follow your vision and stuff like that, is the thing that I think that people don't really account for is the problem of the obligation involved when you actually get and establish whatever it is that you've been supposedly destined to do. For example, my father supposedly, he's hammered this into my mind, and it really did a number on me all through my life, that the first thing that he thought when the first time he saw me after I was born, the first thought that he had was, oh, that's the President of the United States. Now, of course, I'll never become President of the United States because the United States no longer exists. My Papu Dimitri Stiskiro, Lei Theli Papu. I'll speak in English because my other languages are shit. I only speak Sunset Parkia, apparently. Okay. Anyway, my Papu Dimitri thought that it would make most sense if I became a judge. So you've got my father says that I'm president of the United States, and my grandfather says that I'm a judge, and then somewhere in there I had to find, like, well, where do I fit in the picture here? And then, so Incipit Dimitri and all that stuff worked itself out, and it just unfolds according to the plan, right? So if I'm not a president, I don't know what will call me yet, because there's really nobody belongs to Sunset Parkia except me, right? But so the jury's out. We don't know what role, if any, I would even have. Why do I want to roll? I'm not a leader, so what the fuck do I care? If you're interested in being, the first, I don't know what we'll call it, but let's say the first leader of Sunset Parkia, give me a call, 347-243-4058. Sovereign nation. We owe no taxes to anybody except ourselves. It's tabula rasa, people.